just lock it out. Oh my goodness. I just made $30,000. $30,817 in the market today. Back on up. So at this time, it's 9:37 in the morning. 9:37 in the morning. Keeping our eyes peeled. Going over towards a 2-minute time frame. We do have EQ, which barely has any sort of volume here. But as I talked about before in our morning watch list, the number one thing I really want you guys to focus on is EQ. This is a mid-candle breakout pattern today. Keep the stock on high alert this morning for its next leg on up. EQ spiked over 700% on Monday from positive data on COVID news. Watch for a $14 breakout and a slow and steady climb throughout the morning. We have seen very big spikes on mid-candle breakout patterns, so this is going to be one of my top watches. Do not buy until after the morning bell, because again, what we usually see is going to be what? We're usually going to see these stocks drop on off and big time spikes, and a mid-candle breakout pattern is the daily chart right here. The daily chart is what we love, where we have, again, drop on off, big time spike, drop on off, big time spike. What we have right here, of course, drop on off, big time spike. What we have, of course, right here is drop on off, big time spike. So the mid-candle breakout pattern is simply enough when we have a ginormous green candle, the next day is red as sellers take over, and then buyers move back in on this play. So again, you can see getting a little bit of action right now as I'm talking about it. This is, again, sleeper pick on the day, looking for this consistently and slowly be able to move on up and be able to make some gains throughout the morning.
20 minutes later.
I'm currently up $26,000 at this moment over on EQ. My biggest gain of 2020 at this moment. I am currently up 26 grand today. I got my cost basis at 1301, 27 grand at this moment. So again, EQ, am I going stick skin Randy? Throw on the cowboy hat, grab my horse, and we're going all the way on up. So right now I'm looking to push $30,000 over on EQ. So EQ right here, I'm looking again for the $18 break and the spike on up. Look at the ascending triangle pattern on this stock. And this thing is, again, consistently moving on up here. I may have to lock in a little bit soon just because of how crazy this thing is. And I'm looking again for that $18 breakout. I'm currently up $29,000 looking for the $18 break and the big time spike. I'm in on the stock right now. Got in again, cost base at 1301, looking for the $18 spike. Come on, bids. Bids are so close to wanting it a little bit more. I want a $30,000 day today. And let's see if this is going to be able to consistently go up even higher. So again, beautiful spike, beautiful rip, beautiful run. There's the $18 break. $31,000 on the day. $31,000 on the day so far. Here we go, baby. Run all the way up to 1875. Biggest gain of 2020. Here we go, all the way on up EQ. Oh, guys, I feel like I got to start locking in something soon right here at this moment over on EQ. 19K order. Let's see, I'm not allowing it to go underneath 1830. Let's see. EQ still going, 1850. $34,000. EQ, baby, keep on pushing. Let's see at this moment, 1840. Let's see a $19 break. Big short squeeze now over on EQ. EQ again, still consistently moving on up. Let's watch this a little bit of a break here. If this stock can run all the way towards that 1875-ish mark. Again, I'm in on 6,000 shares, as you guys know. 6,000 shares over on EQ. I'm going to start locking some in. Again, you can see right here, 3,000 shares. Let's just lock it out, team. Let's just lock it out. Oh my goodness. I just made $30,000. $30,817 in the market today. Woo! Snakeskin Randy is back, baby. So again, amazing play right there. Just absolutely crushed it. Just was able to make $30,000 in this market. So as right here, here's again on my complete exit and complete entry. You can see absolutely everything. So again, here is again my complete P&L. And as you guys know, I usually trade on Lightspeed. The only reason I'm not trading on Lightspeed today is because I hit the $200,000 mark, so I took money out of my Lightspeed account. Now, with that being said, my funds had to settle as I refunded it, and right now I'm using
Okay, so yeah, I just seen my mentor, because I'm a day trader. Um, I day trade Monday through Friday, sometimes not on Fridays. Fridays is pretty slow, but Monday through Thursday, I'm really for it, really active. You know, trade from 9:30 in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. If I get a good trade about before 11 o'clock, I'm done. I'll close my laptop, turn off my computer, and be satisfied. I don't try to be greedy. That's the one thing that trading in the stock market teaches you, not to be greedy. Because when you're greedy, you'll lose money, and you'll lose money very, very fast. So the purpose of this video is to exactly show you what my mentor does, and he does it live. He does it with us in the chat room with videos showing what he gets in, when he gets out, what's a good play, what's not a good play. He's up 7 o'clock in the morning looking at news, checking at what stock is hot, gives us at least 5 top hot picks for when the starting bell runs, and that will be 9:30. So a little briefing on stock market trading if y'all beginners. Stock market usually opens at 4 o'clock in the morning. Some brokers don't open till 7 o'clock a.m. So you're able to trade from 7 a.m. All the way to 9:30 is called pre-market. Pre-market, it's a lot of spikes happening nowadays. From like June all the way to now August, pre-market's been very hot, where it'll spike up, and then market hours, which is 9:30, majority of the stocks come down. So I'm technically a dip play buyer, so that's why I trade at 9:30, because I be waiting for those dips for it to come down, because it comes down at a very low. I get in, it skyrocket up, I get out, I profit, I'm satisfied with my profit. I've been trading for about like 6 months now, and a little background on me. Born and raised in the Bronx. You know, I worked from 14 years old. I worked, you know, had my own money, took care of myself. You know, materialistic things. I had my life changed at the age of 28 years old, where unfortunately I got into a situation that led me to be incarcerated. So I was incarcerated at 28 years old, did 4 years, came out at 33 years old. At that time, I took to read books and work on self to not make the same mistake that I did before getting locked up. So what I did was I read books on stock market, day trading, swing trading, long investments, reading you know, Warren Buffett books, keeping up to date with Wall Street, get newspapers and look at how stock markets are doing. Apple, Tesla, Amazon, you name it. I was in the loop of knowing how these stocks are moving while incarcerated. So when I came out, that was my game plan, was to get into the stock market and see how it goes. And you know, I started with $1,000 and I built it up. You know, you have some losses here and there, but as long as you have more wins than losses, that's all that matters. And always, it's very hard for a lot of individuals to take this, but cut your losses short. If you don't cut your losses short, that's where you run into problems in the stock market. It's easier to make back $100, $50 than make back if you take a loss of $500, $1,000. It's going to take you way more time, longer time to gain that back, more than just cutting it short and losing. You know, I lost $50. All right, let me, work on my next play. And you work on your next play and you ace it and you make $100. Now you covered your $100 loss and you made $100 profit. So that's the thing. A lot of people don't explain the fundamentals and how to day trade, or if you do get into the market. You got Robinhood, Webull, all these mobile apps, and people are getting into them without knowing, should I cut my trade, or oh, it went down but it's gonna go up. If you are a day trader, you do not look at stocks as long investments, so you do not hold. That's the biggest mistake you can do. If you want to do long investing, then go that route and look at better stocks than the stocks that I look at, or the stocks that my mentor looks at. We look at stocks that's moving that day. So it could be moving that day, and then the next day it won't move at all. So you don't want to hold these stocks. Another thing, he breaks down, he gives us news sheets. Every morning we get a newsletter of what he feels is up, what he feels is gonna go up, the reason behind it, meaning there's news behind that stock. So a lot of stocks nowadays are with COVID related, which is meaning they find a supposedly phase 3 in COVID trials to find a vaccine. So a lot of stocks will say, oh, they're working for a cure. As soon as that news comes out, stocks are going skyrocket. That's where people are making the most money. To me, 2020 is a big profitable year for a lot of stock players, especially day traders, because of how the environment has been. Long investing, I would say, probably took a hit in 2020 because restaurants being down, businesses going down. So no business, obviously the stock for that for that business is gonna go down. So that's why it's been a big year for day traders in 2020. Right now he has a 7-day free trial. I repeat, I don't think any other day trader mentor is doing this. He does 7 days free trial. So you could go into his chat room, see how he's making money, because as you see him making money, you're gonna want to make money. But even so, if you have some money and you're thinking about getting into the stock market, this is the chat room I will suggest to you, because it's not bogus. A lot of them is bogus. A lot of them is selfish. So that's the one thing I like about Sean Dekmar. He is not selfish. He's very humble. He cares. He'll even let you know if a stock might be going up. He will say, listen, I know y'all see it going up, but I don't feel it's a safe route to jump in, because he cares about people losing their money to the stock market. I listen to him, and I have been profitable in many ways. I have learned a lot of things from this person. I've personally been keeping eyes on him since like 2015, if I'm not mistaken. I jumped into his chat room, and I kid you not, I remember the kid, and I was like, he's gonna blow up. And sure enough, I got into a situation again, like I said, I came home and he blew up. And it's not like he blew up in a bad way. He blew up growing, because he's growing his account throughout those years. His win ratio is about a 78% win ratio. Not a lot of traders have a 78 win ratio for the year. So that means out of all his trades, he has 78 win ratio, meaning if you just follow his steps, go into his moves, you have a 78% ratio. You're gonna win and you're gonna make money. And you're gonna make money with everyone else that's making money in the chat room. So check out that 7-day free pass. If you like it, you stay with the chat room, and guess what? The money for the chat room, you will not even be thinking about, because you're gonna make way more than that. And when you make way more than that, you're gonna be happy that you saw this video, you got into the chat room for 7 days, you made profit, and you see the steps to where it's like, I'm spending this monthly fee, but it's worth it because I'm making a profit. You could have a job, you could do this part-time, you're still making a second income. Who doesn't want to make a second income nowadays? Or if you don't have a job and you have some money sitting around, to me, honestly, my opinion, I'd rather have my money in the stock market than have my money in a bank where it's not growing or it's not making no money. You might have your money in a CD, 3%, whatever. It's gonna take you years to make $100. It's gonna take you years to make $1,000 compared to going into the stock market, having a right mentor, having a right chat room, having positive energy, and everybody winning, and you making that $1,000 in a week, in 2 weeks. Most traders is making more money than your average person that's working a 9 to 5. So check out the link. I have the link below. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, hit me up. I'll answer every comment that I see that's questioning or wants more to know, but it's self-explanatory. Click the link. He even has, I forgot to mention, he even has videos, massive videos to show different strategies, different ways of trading the stock market. Like, in his theory is like, there's no way a person could say they cannot make money in the stock market. There's so many ways: stock dip, halt strategy, long investing, swing trading, options. There's so many ways to make money in the stock market. You just got to figure out which one works best for you, and you can figure that out with not using a lot of money. So yeah, he has a lot of videos that show terms of the stock market, so you can break it down and know the terminology, the wording, what to look for in news. He breaks down all the strategies that he's best at. Dip buying, halt strategy. Halt strategy is another good strategy to play with, because most of the stocks that come up, everybody know must come down. So if it has a lot of volume in it, you put a low number. If you don't hit it, you don't lose money. But if you hit it, you guarantee the less risk ratio, you're gonna make money. And that's another one that I like. It's a halt strategy. I'll put a limit order very low. If it hits it, I make money. If it doesn't, I'll cancel it and I move forward. So there's plenty of ways to make money in the stock market. Just check it out. Check the videos. You got tons of videos, so you have tons of information. If you don't know something, it's in those videos, and you can get that through your 7 days. So you could learn about the stock market in a free 7-day trial, and you'll know a lot. But to me, I never left this chat room due to the fact I like the energy in the chat room. I like the mentor that's in the chat room, and I like what I have profited due to the chat room. So check this out. If you like this video, smash a like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the chat room. Right? Much love.